Can everybody help us please and mute themselves? Otherwise.
All right. Hello, everybody. Yeah, yesterday was spectacular. I guess the best word I could think of. Much bigger and better than I could think of. I had a lot of thoughts. I said them, but I was nowhere near even close to what really happened. I want to give a couple updates that you guys already know, but if you didn't watch it yesterday and you didn't watch the recording, even if you did, at least go back to the section where Ash was talking about what's going on, because it's really, really powerful. To get a position, any company, to be able to even have a space in Dubai is unbelievable. There's companies standing in line to be able to say that they have a base in Dubai. It's the epicenter of any kind of big business, no doubt about it. To give you an example, the only type of even close to being MLM that's allowed there is direct selling. Okay, and it's got to be vetted. I mean, from top to bottom and everything else. But regular MLM, not allowed. The UAE has taken rigorous measures to protect the residents from any fraudulent business plans as of April 22nd, 2021. Another thing I want to get clear. ONPASSIVE, your company, owns floor 134 and owns floor 151. Come out of the elevator, it's ONPASSIVE. It's not rented, it's not leased, it's owned. Let me tell you, that is such a big deal. So not only did we wind up in Dubai, which is mind-blowing, we wound up in the tallest building in the world. There'll be other offices around Dubai, many of them, many places. They want to work with companies like Ashmefar and ONPASSIVE. They're looking for companies like that. But I'm telling you, people are standing in line to be able to have a base in Dubai, no doubt about it. And keep in mind, ONPASSIVE is starting where most companies never reach. Now think about that for a minute. ONPASSIVE is starting at the level where most companies. Uh-oh, hold on, somebody yelling?
Got him, Marty. Go ahead. I mean,
okay. It scared the crap out of me. I got my earphones on full. Anyway, ONPASSIVE is starting where most companies don't even reach, no doubt about it. Some of these big companies that we talk about took them 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 years. Disney, 79 years to hit $1 billion company. We're going to be a multi-billion-dollar company day one. And we're at the top. Now picture this. Our starting point is at the top. You can only go up. 120 of the largest screens in the world are showing ONPASSIVE around the clock. Okay? Around the clock. They have millions of visitors go there. Dubai is the new place to go, trust me. And around the clock, big signs are showing ONPASSIVE. Some are as large as 55 meters wide and 14 meters high. Every screen in Dubai Mall, look it up online, look it up to Dubai Mall, has screens that are showing ONPASSIVE every 5 minutes. For the next 16 months, they have the really large ice skating rink, okay, beautiful one. Yes, they're in the desert and they have an ice skating rink. When they built this place, it's amazing what they did. And they're big posters, big banners. What is it? ONPASSIVE. No kidding. The large building, right? That massive building. Largest ever in the world, ever. I mean, and when he says your ears pop, you take 3 elevators to get to the 151st floor. When you get up there, your ears pop, literally, like you're in a jet, like you're in an airplane. magnificent. When you're riding down the main road, Sheikh Zayed Road, riding down the main road now, there'll be big banners on both sides, right? You know, the ones you see when you're driving down the street? ONPASSIVE billboards, amazing. And this is only one step. What we saw up to now is a preparation. Yesterday was the beginning of wham, bam, no kidding. We should be really proud. Another thing I want to tell you, in the back office, link number 50, brand new link, brand new, is coded to all of you. Okay, don't forget that. So if you want to use the link to promote or share the business, use that one. It's very, very good. Excellent, excellent link to use. They just put it in the last couple of days. I talked to Ash tonight. He's still on cloud 9. He's somewhere floating around the atmosphere up there somewhere, but he's super excited. Really happy with everybody that showed up. Really happy with things, the way they went down. There were some rough things behind the scenes, but thank God, you know, that's what you do. You got to juggle. I was a juggler yesterday. I did okay. I did not fall. Not why I fell, but I got back up. I want to say to everybody that went, I see Oliver's here. Oliver, AI guys, you did fantastic. Made me proud. Peter, you know, you're a champion, man. You did fantastic. Chris, you didn't behave yourself, which I'm really glad because I wanted to see the real Chris. Cynthia, you didn't talk about nubs, so you did good. But seriously, fantastic. Big John Solomon was there, gave a speech. I mean, you guys all heard it. I mean, it was amazing. I was blown away. I got on and blubbered like a freaking 2-year-old kid, and it wasn't planned. And my wife's crying in the kitchen. I said, no, not now. And next thing you know, Marty, you're next. Yeah. So I came out acting like an idiot. But anyway, that's all I have right now. I'd love to hear people's story that were there. But guys, you couldn't be in a better place at a better time. Nobody's going to get what you have right now. No one on the planet as far as business. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. We haven't seen nothing yet. You got to imagine where he got to be in Dubai. I mean, it blows me away. Read about Dubai. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, that's all I have.
Thanks, Marty. Chris, I'll be able to step in between you and Marty, first of all, and then we'll start with you to go through everybody and their excitement from yesterday. Marty stole some of my show in what he was saying to all of you. But I want to come back to the importance of Dubai and the UAE. The Middle East frowns upon MLM and direct sales. They even have countries that consider this illegal, punishable with fines and imprisonment. The fact that Dubai, one of the most respected countries in the Middle East, that is also hosting Expo, the Dubai Expo 2022, that saw more than 17 million visitors this year come through the city to attend this very, very special expo, is a stamp on the company of such acceptance, such credibility, that this is a company with integrity and good standing. Artificial intelligence, internet technology company that is respected now throughout the world. If you have ever doubted this, know that what happened last night has changed the way ONPASSIVE will be looked at forever. I've had the wonderful good fortune of going to Dubai. I've been there many times, and I've been to the Burj Khalifa. An amazing, amazing building. When you look up, you cannot see the top. The fact that we own 2 floors in that building, as Marty said, that we own them, this is incredible. Be proud, people. This is just the start. The pictures that they've sent to us from Dubai and the work that was done behind the scenes from founders and staff in Dubai, sending us the pictures of the panels on buildings, of what's along the street signage. This is real. This is supporting and promoting our company. And the website that they've got on there, have you noticed? ONPASSIVE.com. Follow the dots, people. Where is this leading to? The start, the beginning of more and more, the campaigns. Everybody is going to be part of this. This is the first city that this has happened in. This is the stamp of approval. This is the stamp of recognition that ONPASSIVE didn't need, but the founders needed. So please send this out, be proud. And people who've been naysayers, don't even have a second conversation with them if they say no again. It's not worth it. This is where we are at. Stand tall, stand proud. Those of you who came in 2018, those of you who came in 2019, 2020, 21, and 2022, you are in it to win it. You are in the right place right now. So please do not be concerned. Do not be fearful of what your decision has been. Have I done the right thing? I've only got one position. You are in it. This is amazing. So enough of me, just to say 17 million people who've passed through the city with the advertising that happened last night on the second to last night of the expo has been seen by a huge number of people. And we are the beneficiaries of all of this. So thank you, Ash. Thank you to the founders in Dubai. Thank you to everybody working behind the scenes. Thank you to the Hyderabad tech teams. And thank you to all the founders who've come in and believed and trusted and had a few complaints and a few concerns and a few challenges. Look where we are now. We're moving forward. This is the start of it all. Chris, over to you, please. I'd like you to start with your feelings, emotions, thoughts. You met Ash. We need to hear from those of you who were there because so many people have only seen Ash on the webinars and people still question if he is a real man. Did you give him a hug? Chris, you started, please.
I gave him a hug. I kissed his face. I kissed his head. I jumped up and down with him. I danced with him. Pretty darn amazing. But the most amazing thing, of course, that was a great time in my life. That moment was just phenomenal for me. The joy I had is seeing other people, and I'll say Cynthia Brown, everyone who's always been on these webinars. We're always looking at each other. The people that I met that I've watched through a screen for the last year and a half, I was blown away. First of all, none of them really look the same like they do on the screen. And I don't really know how to explain that. You know, Chris Johnson, when he gets an opportunity to have some fun with some people, I will. And I took advantage of that completely. And I had a lot of fun with it. But I sat down with Gersh Mender, Michael Williams, Cynthia, everyone that was there, everyone. And it was just an honor. You don't really, listen, we all think we really know people right now because we've seen each other on a Zoom for a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. But until you actually sit down and talk with these people and joke with them and break bread with them, it's a totally different experience. So my first thing I really want to say is $97 value. You guys all understand about that $97 value right now? When people say, oh, $97 for what? Now you understand what, why, and how big this is. You heard Marty talking about how big and how hard it is to get in Dubai. The biggest building in the world. The biggest building in the world. And what is it saying? ONPASSIVE. In it to win it. It was talking nothing about value. The biggest billboard in the world. And all these crazy people that have been talking about it for the last 3.5 years now has come and it's there. The most fun I had, listen, there wasn't one dull moment. And that wasn't because I was there. Every one of these people, they were comical, witty, funny, a lot of hugs, a lot of tears. And I love hugging people. I really do. It's a wonderful feeling after what we came out from the last couple of years of not even being able to hug our own family. And I made sure I hugged everybody. I made sure I kissed them all. Matter of fact, the funniest part was Susie McCrae, who is an absolute riot, by the way. When you get to meet her, you'll understand why. She is just funny lady. Well, I was coming from behind people and they were all sitting down the first night. And I reached down and I was holding on to like her elbow and she says, Chris Johnson just touched me inappropriately. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? And it was hilarious. Of course, she got me, first time someone got me. And I was like, wow. I actually pulled her aside, Cynthia, Susie, I'm so sorry. She goes, I was just kidding you. You grabbed my elbow. And I thought it was a lot of funny. But some of the funny things, like I've seen Charles Osong for a very long time. Charles Osong is, I'm going to call him a cool cat. Laid back, fun, exciting. And this is a guy that I just witnessed. He's usually crunched down on the camera and saying, ONPASSIVE. Now I get to see his full figure. It was really exciting. But some of the funniest things when myself, and first of all, I want to give a shout out to Peter Shore. You guys have no idea how hard it is to do something like this, to get it all going. The first night, I think it was 11 or 11:30 at night, a bunch of us had to get together and really put everything we had into getting every single person to the airport in Boston. Was not an easy task. We were up to literally 5 o'clock in the morning. Some of us were late getting to our plane. Some of us haven't even packed our suitcases yet. So when you heard people say we didn't sleep, we didn't sleep. Peter sure was a huge, Julie was a huge part of it. 3 of us waking up, asked John White what time I had to wake him up in the morning. Very, very funny. I go, John, I know you're a big guy and I don't want you to smash me, but I need some help here, buddy. So that was what we went through, and it was nonstop. And in fact, the only heartbreaking for me is my brother Key Wendell could not make it because his work schedule kind of cut into it. But he's the only one. Everyone else went above and beyond and made sure they got to Boston, which was really cool. One of the funniest things that when you see someone for the first time, like me, when I see Gersh Menner-Dillon on a Zoom, he looks like this 6'4", big, powerful guy. I'm talking to the phone on Marty. I was in the lobby and I'm seeing a guy, he's got his beautiful turban. I'm like, what? No. Marty's going, what's the matter? I go, Gersh Menner's like this tiny little guy, dude. He's real short. Of course, I'm going to go crazy with that. So it is Gersh Menner. So I take Gersh Menner, rush him up to the restaurant where everyone's sitting. I go, look how short I don't say this is Gersh Menner. Look how short this guy is. He's Julie Wynn looked like a giant next to Gersh Menner, So of course I let that go. And then Milo comes in. Now Milo is humongous. He darkened the sun. He's so tall. And I'm like, my God, Milo. We all got stiff necks when talking to Milo, There's John White. We're walking into the airport. And I said, Pete, listen, I'm not going to miss John White. I know it. That second, I turned to my left and it was John. I think it was Lynn. I can't remember who else was there. And I go, in my head, that's John. So what did I do? John White. I screamed in the airport. And all of a sudden, those big, beautiful eyes looks up. It was John. And that's kind of where it started. So we had to wait maybe 6 hours in the airport to get everyone together that was coming in. And everyone was coming in at different times. So one of the fun, I'm not going to talk much longer, but it was just fun. Everyone there really showed what ONPASSIVE was about. Real people. Everyone was just a blast. There wasn't anyone that was left out. Ash Mafara made it a point to sit down with each individual, break bread, drink. He loves his water, drinks water, just having a blast. And he really, really showed a lot of respect to everyone that showed up. And that's what ONPASSIVE, Ash Mafar is all about. He treated everyone with dignity and respect. I mean, here's a guy, look at it. Here's a guy that's done this for us. He was so excited. He was jumping, literally bouncing up and down. I'm like, dude, what's the matter with you? Stop bouncing, man. And he was just crazy. And he didn't hold back for anyone. He made sure everyone pictures. The poor guy felt sorry for him. He couldn't walk 2 feet without someone grabbing him, taking a picture. He took the time to do it. Just like he took the time to build this amazing company for every one of us. But you got to understand what he did. He put on passive on the tallest building in the world. Bought 2 floors, which is literally almost impossible to do to get into Dubai. You heard Marty say it. And I'm looking at this thing like, wow, I actually forgot about he was showing something big today. I really forgot about it. There was so much going on behind. I felt sorry for Marty because he was like the center council guy trying to get everything going. And we're all going, oh, what do we do here? What do we do here? It was just fun. But I do want to throw a huge shout out to Red Redfern and Marty DeGarmo for keeping tap dancing. Normally what Julie and Susie do, but they were with us. You guys tap dance. You showed professionalism. I was extremely proud about that, but I'm going to let someone else talk. I'm sure I could talk for hours, but it was the greatest experience of my life. And I got to experience it with normal people that I know that are going to the top, because that's where we're all, what we all felt like. That's what he made us feel. So Robin, back to you. I can talk for hours. I'll hold
And
it
I'm going to
there.
cut you off now. That's right. Chris, thank you. Cynthia, would you please tell us what you thought, your emotions? How was it for you?
Oh my goodness, it was the best thing in the whole wide world to me. First, I want to thank Peter because I've never been anywhere or flew anywhere alone. So I was so scared and nervous, but he made everything so easy for me that all I had to do is just show what I needed to show. And I was just taking where I had to go. And it was just boom, boom, just like that. So I just wanted to thank him for that. And it was amazing. Now, then when I get there, I see Chris just jumping around, just walking away. I said, Chris Johnson. I just knew who that was, right? And he was like, Cynthia Brown, downtown Brown. Then I get over there and I see John White. I was like, oh my God, John White is here. And then Lynn, she ran to me and hugged. We was, we had so much fun. The funniest thing to me was everybody was short. Okay. even Jeffrey and Dr. Bill Williams and Gershwin, they were all short people. Charles Osong is almost the same size as me, and I'm 5'25". But it was the most amazing thing. And then we weren't nervous or anything. It was like we were family, and we just couldn't wait to be together and hug each other and love one each other. And we just had so much fun. Ash, he just took over the whole restaurant with all of us. And it was just, his smile was just amazing. And he gave each one of us our moment. Like Chris said with the pictures, that right there, I loved. He gave each one of us, he gave act silly with us, jumped around, danced with us and everything, and just gave all of us our moment and to shine or just be with him. And I love that. And when I sat down to dinner, I'm going fast because I know I don't have much time, but when we sat down to dinner, I felt like I really felt like that I was sitting with the kings. I felt so privileged to be
You were in your rightful place. You were in your rightful place, Cynthia.
I just loved it. And Ash and everybody made me feel so special. I was treated like royalty. Ash treated all of us like royalty. Like we were, everybody just knew who we were. We were like really special people to everybody around us because that's how Ash, made us. He just gave us so much love that we just loved each other. I can't say enough. And Marty, when Marty got on there and cried, I'm telling you, he made the whole room cry. Milo and what's his name? Milo was sitting next to me, taking my tissues. He was crying. It was just amazing to have everybody there and just to see what Ash presented to the world and just to be there, just to actually be there. He wanted us to be there with him to present this to the world. I can't tell you how that make me feel. I'm on top of the world right now, and I just feel so blessed. And I just love each and every one of y'all. And I'm so happy that I'm a part of ONPASSIVE.
Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
And this is only going to get better and better and expand more with each event as it happens. So this is the start. This is amazing. We love you dearly, Cynthia. Peter, I know you may have some time restrictions on you, so please give us I'm going to unfortunately have to start bringing the time in a bit. So let's go 1 minute on general thoughts and your feelings, and then 1 minute on your time with Ash. How about that?
Absolutely. It's my pleasure, Robin. First of all, really, my thought of the event, first of all, it was an incredible feeling. I also cried my eyes out. Definitely when Marty cried, that's for sure, because I already was there. You know, I just needed that little extra push, and that was it. And then when Ash was showing the videos and all that stuff, I was just like over the top. I couldn't stop really crying about it. And that's not by any means crying because I'm upset. No, these are tears of joy. And I loved every minute of it. It's incredible what we saw and what we experienced in there. Not just being with the presence of Mr. Ash and all the leaders in the room. And, you know, we see, like Chris and Cynthia saying, basically, you know, we see all these people all the time on a webinar, but this is the first time I've met with all these leaders in here that I see on a regular basis on webinars. And it was an incredible experience. And it's beyond imagination, to be honest with you. The energy in the room was incredible, led by Mr. Ash Mubarak, of course. And, you know, you guys, Dubai is the the money, like the banking system in the world runs in Dubai. There is so many visitors that comes in Dubai that more than any other cities in the world. And it attracts, to be honest with you, like Mr. Ash shared with us, and I think you might have heard on the event, they don't give the citizenship to anybody. And with ONPASSIVE, they have the golden citizenship, which is 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, citizenship, and they don't give it easy. And like Robin and Marty was saying, they thoroughly investigate companies before they accept them on anything. And she is right. They banned a lot of the MLM and alike in the Middle East in a lot of countries. And it was an honor and a pleasure. This is the third time I've seen Mr. Ash, and he's so full of energy. And I'm just so privileged and honored to be with him and with all the leaders in there. And you know, I stepped up because Ash needed the help from some of us to do what is needed to be done to get all the people in there. Cynthia, I couldn't miss. You know, I was there literally. We slept in the wee hours getting all these tickets and all that stuff. And Cynthia in the morning, I woke up, made some coffee, and I was right with you on the same day tickets to make sure that she's in there. So I was just blessed to be around all of you guys. John White, you're an amazing person, man. I love you, brother. Marty and Red, I appreciate every one of you guys, what you did in the webinar, professionalism, and you held your ground, and you were amazing. Thank you so much, Robin. I appreciate you.
Robin, did we lose you?
She might have stepped out, Chris, if you want to call, maybe John White.
And I was muted. I'm sorry, everybody. I haven't changed, still techie challenged. John White, I gave you a nice introduction. I'm going to say, would you please unmute yourself and give us approximately 60 seconds on each side of what your thoughts were?
I was amazed at Mr. Mufara. I was the first one of the group to actually hug him. And when I hugged him, he said, "You smell good." And it was incredible. But he is effervescent. He is electric. He is the real deal. When I touched him, I said, "You are real." He said, "You're real too," you know? But it was the camaraderie in the place was just magnificent. All of us respect each other. All of us loved each other, and it was no pretense. And we got our energy from him. He's the one who actually was the reason why we were there. But there was somebody who was missing, but his fingerprints was all over this meeting. And that's my dear friend, Bill Musk. Look at the beauty that Bill is responsible for. He's our silent partner, but he speaks volumes in what he's doing. And Mr. Mafara, when he talks to you, he's looking at you in the eyes. He's not looking this way or down that way, but he is riveted on you. And anything that goes on in the room, he doesn't miss it. You think he's not paying attention, but he will tell you exactly what you said. And when we have conversations like that, I told him, I said, "Mr. Mafara, the information that you're giving us now, gurus would charge $3,000 on a weekend to give. And no idea is shot down. No idea is said, well, that doesn't make sense." He's not like that. So he makes you feel comfortable. He's approachable. And this business, ONPASSIVE, is real. If people don't understand that, we don't even want to waste time. I talked to some magnificent brains, Michael Williams, Charles Osong, Gersmender, Dr. Bill, Susie McCray, incredible. And then we never forget our peacock. That's Julie. Excellent. I mean, she's always going around and making sure that everybody's taken care of and all of us feel great. So all of us, we are founders. You have to understand that founders are in the most treasured position on this planet. So we don't have to beg anybody. Quite frankly, we don't need any more founders. Mr. Mafara says, "We're just doing this for people that you love, people that you know." But as far as the other founders, he said, we don't need them. If they don't look at this business the way we look at it and the vision that we have, we're just wasting our time. And one of the selling point, Michael Williams said, he says, you only give a little information for somebody to make a $97 decision. You don't give them all the information. It doesn't make sense. Just give him just enough. That way he will want more. It's that reach and withdraw sign where if you're reaching, people withdraw. But when you withdraw, then they reach. I was completely amazed, and I'm still on the high of the buy. Thank you.
John, thank you so much. Sherry, would you like to unmute yourself, please, and give us your feelings and thoughts?
Sure. Sorry, I'm not on camera. It's due to I'm on my computer. My computer doesn't have a phone, but or a picture. And plus, I just got out of the shower not too long ago. So it was phenomenal. I mean, there's like no really words to explain it. You just had to be there, and I know that everybody someday will be able to meet Ash himself. But the feeling, the people that we've seen on these Zooms, they're all down to earth. I love you all. I love everybody on the Zooms, whether you made it to the event or not. You are all important in this business. You are all important in this world. And when I feel honored to even go, but to tell you the truth, I was so thrown back by the old blast. It really put me to tears because I'm all about the humanity in this company. It always has been about humanity in this company and what we're going to be able to do for others. So that touched my heart. And then when I saw the Dubai thing, like I was looking up Dubai maybe 2-3 months back, just for information and that kind of thing. But to know that we actually have what we own there, my word, Ash has gone, himself and his family have gone over the top. And for him to say, that's just the beginning, that's just one layer of the top. There's more layers of the top. So can you imagine when our apples are filled, the people that we can help and how this has already helped so many people. And Ash is so loving, and John White said it right. He looks at you, each and individual person he looks at. He even took time when we were there to hang out with Julie Wynn's daughter, and crack jokes with her and did a few things like that. So to me, the CEO is like no other CEO I know. He's run by the power of God. Whatever you believe in, this is what this company is about. Let's go out and share it. Whether people get it, become a founder, like he said, we don't need more founders. We're just looking to help and to get the word out. And the word is out now. It's going to keep going. So it's all I have for you. I love you guys, all the pieces. And someday you will all meet Ash soon. He is in all of our hearts, and we are all in his hearts and his family. Thank you all. And I am so appreciated of this company, all the tech team, all the people who have helped, whether you did a like or a share, you are important in this company. I love you all the pieces. Take care. I'll see you more at the top and at the top and at the top and at the top, and keep going. Bye-bye, folks.
Sherry, thank you so much. Lynn, would you please help us and unmute yourself and give us your thoughts and comments?
Sure. I think there's something wrong with my video. My computer is very slow. Normally, I always have my video up, as you know. Can't avoid it tonight. I don't know why, but I'm glad to be here. I just got back from the airport about a little after 9, and it was a wonderful trip. To me, what was special was all about the people I got to meet in person, the people that I see on webinars. I got to actually hug them and chat with them, and that was really special for me. Time flew by so quickly. Meeting Ash was also really special. Ash Mafara, he's so humble. He has this really understated sense of humor. I love it. He's soft-spoken. He's considerate. He's generous. What he appears to be is what he is. He's true blue, is my point. And I think, like Cynthia said, he made each of us feel special, like we're the only person in the room, right, Cynthia? He made us feel extra special. And each and every one of you, the founders here and the guests here, you are just as special to him. He treats people like gold. And that's what I wanted to share with you, how special Ash Mafara is and how I loved meeting every one of you who are there. And the event, of course, was just fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Julie, if you'd like to unmute, please, and give us, we're doing 1 minute for your thoughts overall, and then 1 minute of your thoughts on meeting Ash.
Absolutely. Thank you, Robin. The special for me that I felt when I met every single one of you, the people that were there, you are real people and you are real friends, and you're huggable, you're lovable, you're the most beautiful in the world. And it was just so honored to meet John White, to meet all the respectful people here in ONPASSIVE. I have a deepest feeling for Susie McCrae, as everyone knows that. Everyone are mistaking Susie, Julie, Susie, that's my sister, and I love her so much. Every single one that was there at the event was very special to me. Every single one of you, and every single one of you are my angel. And that was the moment. That was a time where we actually can hug each other, even kiss each other, even literally every moment we spent together, it was very special to me. At the event itself, it was very hard to hold in your tears. Every single person who spoke, the people that text me, the people that sent me messages that appreciate me for saying on behalf of all the people could not be there in person or in the Zoom or couldn't even share their message. It was very special. Everyone around the world getting together and just enjoy that moment. I mean, I've just so many people share that. And I resonate with everyone that shared, the people that sent messages, how happy we are all to be part of the top, to be part of the launch of Office ONPASSIVE in Dubai. Now, meeting Mr. Ash Mufarad, can you believe it? He is a human being. He just like every one of us who has a genius mind, a biggest heart we ever met. He enjoys food, he enjoys people, he loves to eat, and he loves spending time with his family, his friends. And most of all, he taught me how to eat oyster, and I loved it. That was very special, spending time with Mr. Ash Mufarad. There's a lot to tell, but I appreciate you, Robin, and Red and Marty, everyone at home holding the forks down for that event to be very special for many of us. So thank you for everything. Thank you, Mr. Ash. Thank you, everyone, all the friends around the world.
Thanks, Julie. Thank you. Oliver, you are our last one to be talking, please, as you were part of this momentous time with Ash and the other founders.
Oh, yeah.
Please give us your thoughts on the event that you were with everybody for, and then also meeting Ash.
Yeah, thank you, and greetings to everybody in here. It was a wonderful moment, that emotional moment of joy, tears of joy, and my heart break when my own big brother, Marty Digamo, just crashed. I was like, everybody in the room, like, I'm still looking for words, Then the other one also was the CEO himself. When he talked, when the video was going on, he talked and he started crying also. It was a moment of also when he talked about the wife, the family. It was, it was good. And then he is a humble man. I've never seen somebody, a CEO, humble, respectful, generous, helpful. Before he eats, he makes sure everybody on that table got something. He was like a father and a mother at the same time. Where's your food? He knows everybody in the room. Where's Michael William? He's not in. Where is this person? Where is him? He's not here. Where's his seat? He wants to know. He was very caring. I saw how he was there trying to teach or show Julie how to eat. I don't know. Then, it was a moment that then Chris Johnson too was there. He guy was doing his thing as usual, Then John White gave a wonderful, when they say we should talk, so we should say something. John, you also like make me, you have word of wisdom in you, and I appreciate it, Then our camera lady, Cynthia, she was the one with Lynn. They were our camera ladies taking pictures, Ash is like, he's like a little boy. He will play like a little boy. He will act as a CEO. He has all those combinations in him. When there's a problem, He takes his time, you know. Bob and myself, he talked to us. We asked him 1 or 2 technical questions. Even last night, I asked him something about my data center. He answered it. I asked him something about the physical product. He demonstrated it to us at the corner. He took us, the tech guys at the corner, talked to us. He is a package of everything. A little boy, a CEO, a mother, a father, like somebody that takes care of everybody in the house. That is Ash Mufara. But the whole thing was good, and I'm so proud to be one of the selected member. My big brother Marty Degamo, thank you, and I'll say thank you. You are the godfather of ONPASSIVE. You are the godfather of ONPASSIVE. Without you, I don't know if ONPASSIVE would have been what. And the show of yesterday, you always like to be behind the scene, but you are the godfather. I give you that title today, the godfather of ONPASSIVE. Redfern, I didn't know Redfern is a journalist. The commentary that he was giving yesterday, moving from one part and to the other, Redfern, thumbs up. ONPASSIVE, we do have a combination of everybody. There's everybody in ONPASSIVE. They do have their own roles. They do their thing perfectly. So I just want to say I want to thank everybody, and we are at the top. We are at the top, and we are fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Oliver. So you see, everybody, the people who've just spoken were your representatives at the event yesterday in person. Be proud of who was there, support them, continue to support them, and know that everybody is going to have that same opportunity as we continue to move forward. Let's take this to a slightly different direction now. We just had a couple of people mention the incredible Oh Bless video that was shown yesterday during the event. Very touching, incredibly beautiful in its spirit of what OPASSIVE will be and will represent and how it will help people. So again, this is a video that can be shared with people. This is something that can be sent out to show what we are going to be doing with ONPASSIVE. And Oh Bless is the heart of and the jewel of the ONPASSIVE platforms when it comes to anything other than the technology side of things. So this is going to be very important. To the people who were negative about it, the people who sadly misunderstood I'm just going to say, I hope that people's hearts will become more beautiful, will become bigger, will become gentler as we continue to move forward, as more is revealed to us, and that the fear of being left out and the jealousies will lessen, because we will have the opportunity to help so many people. And it will happen all around the world. It will happen for every color. It will happen for every religion. It will happen for every sect of the world. And it will help people who are in circumstances not by choice, as well as world events that have created them. So let's keep our hearts open. Let's send the love through Oh Bless to how it really should be used. And let's have the jealousies drop aside. Let's have the fear of being left out and not being recognized melt and dissolve, because I don't believe there's a place for that in the Oh Bless platform and foundation there. Now is the time that we get to have the questions and the comments from the rest of our wonderful founders who are with us this evening. So if anybody would like to put their hand up for a comment about what they saw yesterday, about anything that they felt particularly touched by, the thoughts that they had, please start putting your hands up. I'm starting my list, and we will go with Diane. If you would unmute yourself first, please. And we will start with you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh, dear.
Robin. Hey, I just wanted to give such a big shout out to my girl Cynthia for what she did yesterday. That was so awesome. I mean, my makeup wasn't done, hair wasn't done, but here I am talking to everybody. It didn't matter. You guys are all family. That's what it's all about. But man, did I get goosebumps when that building lit up. I don't know about all of you guys. It was so amazing. And I'm not sure if you saw the message in the chat, but my niece is watching. She did a big shout out there for me. I love you too, Marlisa. Anyway, I'm just so excited. I can't wait to see what's coming. So I was a little jealous. I can't lie. So I hope to get to a big event soon.
Thank you, Diane. Ty, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Oh, now you let the cat out the bag for real. I'm like, hey, brother Dwayne, because he's called me a scam magnet. Really? Are you out of your freaking mind? You know what I mean? But anyway, I was like, I cannot believe what I saw. I am so happy. I cannot stand it. I love it. I'm just like, I can't, I'm joyful for real. Oh my God. This is cool as heck, man. All you guys' energy and everything you about, man. I can't wait to come hug you. I can't wait to see you. You're each gonna, can I come visit each one of you? Because that like, he's over here in Italy and he's over here in France. And I love all the accents, by the way. And I can't believe it. This is awesome stuff, man. I said, I'm overjoyed. This is, wow, you know? Wow, I'm done. I'm good.
Thank you, Ty. Key, I know you've got time restrictions, so please unmute yourself if you can still join us and give us about a minute or so of your thoughts on the events.
Thank you so much, Robin. Yeah, guys, I'm covering the intensive care and got 1 or 2 on life support, and I could get called any minute, and just couldn't get things worked out to get me back quick enough to be able to cover tonight. And you know, it was tough. It was a tough decision, but we got limited staff, and I'm where I'm supposed to be. But I was blown away with everything. I had an opportunity to go to Dubai or to Abu Dhabi to work, and the entire hospital is a Granite hospital. So the entire UAE is it's one of the most expensive places in the world, guys. And to have the status of to be at the top of the tower is it's a golden seal. It's a golden stamp of approval. I mean, what else do you need? Anybody that's still saying no to ONPASSIVE, I just walk away. I mean, you know, it's there's absolutely no reason for anyone to say no. And everybody that was there and spoke, love you guys. I will meet every one of you soon. That's a promise. And I did have a chance to speak with Ash after the event, and I just want to give everybody a fair warning. I made the mistake of saying that I was on the webinar. And I think if I was standing in front of Ash, he'd knock my block off. He said, webinar? What are you talking about? He said, I just spent millions of dollars. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm at the global event. So do not refer to yesterday as a webinar. It was a gaffe on my part. And we chuckled about it. But love you all. That's all I got. I got to go see patients. So thank you for letting me speak, Robin.
Thank you, Keith. Stay safe as well. Thank you for doing what you do to help everybody. Amy, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Hello, Robin. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm so excited.
We can't hear you, Amy. Can you plug in? You're unmuted, but we can't quite hear you.
Oh, goodness. Let me try something. My daughter said the same thing earlier. Is that?
It just started. You said something. There you go. That's better, I think.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Yes, thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you for the opportunity, Robin. It's nice to actually talk to you. I've heard you before on webinars, but yesterday the top was amazing. And to have my sponsor Milo at the event was quite exciting for me, and Julie, of course, and of course all the rest of you. I just know Milo the best. But I wanted to share that I didn't ever hear of this building. Now we have 2 floors in it. So I did some snooping around on YouTube, and there's some really cool information out there about, oh, how do you say it? Oh, I can't remember how to say it.
Khalifa.
Yes, thank you. And I just thought that was amazing that Ash was able to secure 2 floors in that building. And wow, what a spectacle. And if the world doesn't get it, they're never going to get it. Not after yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Listra, if you'd like to unmute yourself, please.
Hello, everyone. First of all, my girl Cynthia there. Oh my goodness, I was so happy for her. So happy to see her there and to see her happy. I was awesome. She sent some pictures to a few of us to see. Oh, wow. I couldn't believe Ash and the way he was just like a regular guy with everybody. That blessed my heart. That was so amazing. But I have heard of that, the building before. I never paid attention to it, but when I saw it yesterday, I was just blown away. Yeah, and thinking that ONPASSIVE is there. Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. And seeing everyone together, it was like, there's my family. Look at all of them just having a blast. It was amazing. And Mr. Ash, if you're looking at this and listening, you made me cry. And you too, Marty. I was fine before you guys started. I had to excuse myself, my sister and my granddaughter and everybody. I got to go to the bathroom and dry my eyes out because I didn't want them to see I was crying. But it was amazing, amazing. I could look at something like that again, just over and over. Anyway, I won't go on. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Listra. Kathy, would you like to unmute yourself, please, and give us your thoughts?
Thank you, Robin. Of course, yesterday was amazing, and I had Susan Hodges come up and spend the day with us, which was nice. But I wanted to, Dubai is, and my husband was like, Dubai. Well, I did some research today, and I found a fabulous article, which I'm going to post on Facebook, and maybe I'll even put it in the chat, because it actually has a picture of the building, and it talks about the concept of what they're trying to do in Dubai, and it just aligns with ONPASSIVE. And I just wanted to read a couple of statements that I found. And it says that Dubai is at the forefront of the UAE's attempts to diversify the economy and reinvent itself as a global hub for tech and innovation. And when I saw that, I went, holy Moses, and we are on the top of the tallest building. I mean, we are right where it's going to happen. So I'm thrilled, and I was so surprised. And I already thanked Red, and I'd like to thank Marty. And I said to Marty, men that cry are wonderful. So don't be ashamed of crying. I just think that it's great. So I was thrilled, and it was just a great day. And I just say thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Kathy. Sylvie, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Thank you so very much, Robin, for giving me this opportunity to express what I feel. Congratulations to the stars who has been chosen to make it to Boston yesterday. Big kudos to all the leaders, the tech team in Hyderabad, and plus Dubai. It was really the top yesterday. I'm going to make just a little analogy from the Bible. The farmer who got up one morning and sow some seed. We see how the seed germinate and produce crops, those who fell in the fertile soil. The thought of Mr. Ash Mufari his vision that he's been watering with love, with patience, endurance, regardless of all the negativity that were around him. We see it fruit yesterday. Yes, we all witnessed it, the top. We see how it produces, and we are the fruit of that vision. I'll never say thank you to that man. I'm still shaking from my inside. Thank you, everyone. The lady yesterday, Lynn, Julie, Cynthia, I mean, I can name all of them. You were amazing. You broke my heart. It was beyond my capacity. I say thank you to all of you. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you to our tech pro, Bob Takusi, Oliver, Marty the Gamo. You are amazing. We love you. Like Oliver said, you are the godfather. We love you all. Thank you for everything you are doing. Robin, thank you for the amazing webinar. What can we say? Even if you give us more than 2 days, we will not finish to talk, because we are writing a book, the golden book of our life for generation to come. Everyone has to say something. Everyone has to tell his story. I can't wait for God to bless me. And when I will be old, to tell this story, because we have a lot to say. Thank you so very much, Robin. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Sylvie. Thank you so much. Sylvie, I'm going to just make a little comment, a little tweak of what you have said, and to help people stay in the proper words of how we represent each other. It was not staff who went yesterday. It was fellow founders. So please know that, and everybody will have a chance when the events start to happen more frequently. So it depends on where an event is being held, and it depends on how easy it might be or how quickly it is possible to get founders to an event. So don't feel left out, but also know that all the founders who do the work and who are helping, the little work, the big work, they are not staff. It's all from the heart, and it's not paid, and it's all that we do behind the scenes, just like all of you do when you hold your webinars, when you have your conversations. The staff are in Hyderabad, and they work very closely with Ash, and they are the ones who are producing these incredible platforms. But those who were there yesterday were fellow founders. So just that little tweak, so that nobody feels that something is happening that they're not aware of.
Yes, thank you, Robin. Let me say something. Maybe I misspelled it. I was saying the stars. Maybe I said it wrong.
Pardon.
The stars.
Understood.
Yes, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Sylvie. William, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Hello, thank you, Robin. I really appreciate everything that all y'all are doing. I think y'all did a fantastic job representing the founders yesterday, and really appreciate what Ash is doing for us and the world. I was really touched by a lot of different things, but I have to agree that when it comes to Bless, and I saw things that Ash had already started doing, which surprised me. It really touched a spot in my heart. I just can't wait to get involved in that. I want to get involved with Chris and do what I can do when it comes time to maybe build structures and that sort of thing. That's where my what little bit of talent I got, that's where it's at. But at any rate, I want to get involved with that and stay involved with it. I appreciate all of y'all, everything you're doing. I really feel like, we're really close to, realizing what we've been working on since 2018. And I'm just thankful to be a part of it. I appreciate all of y'all.
Thank you, William. Akram, if you would like to unmute yourself, please, and tell us your thoughts from the other side of the world as well.
Thank you, Robin. And it was really great feelings. And still, I'm in the feelings. Maybe I'm thinking that our big event is not the finish right now. Yesterday also we have did a great webinars in Bangladesh. There have about 1,000 founders also presented there. So everyone are so much happy. They are also enjoying and they are celebrating that day. So firstly, I would like to thanks to our tech team and also in the behind the our all great leaders, especially Marty and also Julie and also other who had organized this big event. So everyone have much patient and they have done successfully. So I congratulate them. And also it was very fantastic event in my life, and it is my great experience. And I also emotional that day because I was also crying for some moments. And finally I feel that I'm present, and it was not a dream. It was really present in my life. It has been happened. So it's really great experience. And though you know that I also invited to Hyderabad event, but very short period, so I couldn't manage the visa. But I in a single minute I never think that I'm present here. I also thinking that I'm also there. And also there have our great feelings. I can't say at this moment. I'm seeing that our Ash when presented about the Dubai. So that moment I thought actually in our Hyderabad high-tech team they have got the gift Subaru car and also 15 iPhone. But I'm thinking that moment our ads are 1.2 million founders. He has given the gift to all the founders about the Dubai, because you know that we are in the digital products, and every of founders needs to go Dubai. Dubai is the hub for the business opportunity, and every founders already we know that if Dubai will give us such a great benefit for the all founders, because they have everything. If you want to do something, and if you want to take the residency or work permit, and everything you can do that, and golden pass, and many opportunity for all the founders. So thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Akram. We have Masien. If you would like to unmute yourself, please. Marcien, oops. Et voilà.
Thank you,
Merci
Robin.
beaucoup. Bonsoir. Thank you
You
so
can
much,
have-
Robin. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I am super excited. Maybe that's the reason they were calling me and I couldn't hear it, because my head is still in Dubai, seeing what I saw yesterday. That was just so amazing. I am so happy and so proud to be part of this movement. Thank you so much to our fellow founder that represented us yesterday. That was handsome. My friend Cynthia, oh my God, I was enjoying you. I hope you have not watched your hand yet, because I have to touch it so that I can get some in me. And Julie, I was crying when I saw you there with Ash. I mean, it was just so amazing. Don't even say anything about Lynn and Susie. Susie, she was there before, you know. So it was just so real. I feel so good because I was like, this is it. This is it. This is finally what we have been doing every single night. For some of us, I mean, we don't sleep every time we hear there's a webinar. This is it. It's real. We are a real company with real people that we can touch and talk to each other. And I can feel that heart, the heart of Asmufara, the heart of love and compassion. I saw it yesterday, walking in my vein, like I was there. I mean, I was so overwhelmed. I'm seriously, I did not hear anything about the word that people were saying. The image only was everything that I was saying, because when I look at it, I was like, I didn't know what to do. I slept at 4 a.m. I was trying to find a place in my brain to get a little sleep. I couldn't have it. And I feel really, really, really good more than ever, because I know now for real that my tomorrow will never be again like my yesterday. This is the beginning of my life changing. And I'm so grateful that one founder got this opportunity and shared it with me. And she told me, sister, this is something that is going to help us, not only you, but generation to come. Not only your generation, family, not only your family, all the world around. If you know how to give now that you have a little, imagine what you can do now that you are a founder in ONPASSIVE. They all bless what I saw. I was crying when they have to go and help those people. I close my eye and I see the same situation happening all over the world. And we are doing the same thing like that in one moment at the same time. How beautiful it's going to be, because I know we are getting there. I know we are getting there. So us that we are the chosen ones, and we are in this movement, going through this journey together, it's not a mistake. We are here for a purpose. And yesterday, we got a reveal of a little part of what we are in this movement together for. Our sister Robin says something, nobody is getting paid. But all of us, we want to be there and we want to do something. Did we ever ask a question? What is taking us in here? Why are you in every day and you don't want to go anywhere and you are not having a pay? Because there's something bigger than money. Our heart, the heart of our CEO, the love, the compassion. Our CEO wants us to remember that we have to learn how to live in peace, not resting in peace. And thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here tonight. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for being with us tonight as well. I just want to give you a little piece of information that you may or may not have been aware of. But when you're watching the video and you see the water show, and there are people in front of the cameras there, you know, watching, that we are watching them, watching the show, those are ONPASSIVE staff. They have already been employed to work for ONPASSIVE in Dubai. So we're already set up. This is not something going to happen. This is already there. Again, take pride in that. We're not looking forward days, weeks, months ahead to have Dubai all set up. it is set up, and that was the staff that were there watching the waterworks with the pride of watching ONPASSIVE holograms and information going up the side of the Burj Khalifa. So just something to bear in mind as well and to remind us. Would engineer Mike now please unmute himself and give us his 1-minute thoughts on the event yesterday, please?
Good evening, everybody. Our leaders present here, especially the ones that were there yesterday in Boston, who have shared their views, Marty DeGamo, Peter Suru, Cynthia Brown, Oliver Fonte, Chris Johnson. Thank you all. I mean, it was amazing. I could feel it because I could resonate with it so fast because I was in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is the next city to Dubai. I was teaching some operators in the oil and gas industry over there. So in 2009, they had the Global African Show, Global African Business Show. It was held in that mall that we had Burj Khalifa. So Burj Khalifa, the tallest building where our ONPASSIVE building was. So I've seen it before, so I was just relating. I was just going around with my eyes to see that building, to just imagine how tall it is. Then ONPASSIVE is right at the sky. So that then again, when you look at it, Mr. Ash told us that we have 120 giant screen TVs or bay bulbs that are there in doubt. They'll be seeing ONPASSIVE there for 16 months that the campaign will be going on. Wow, that's something big. Also, when I come now to resonate in the hall, I saw his simplicity. Say Ash was the person ushering people to come and see, to take them back to where they, hugging them and all of that. I was very emotional, not to talk of what the Oblast has already started doing in India. And I saw everything that was given to people was branded. I could see Oblast as the logo of Oblast in everything. So organized and arranged. I saw the leaders talking to each other. That was the love of ONPASSIVE. I just want to say we are right there. I don't know if people are still not believing us, but we are going, we're moving places. We just want to thank all the leaders for their great job. Red Reference and Marty, who coordinated everything very well, and the people working in the background, the Bill Mosses, the tech team. Thank you very much, everybody. We are right on top. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Mike. In the order for the next 3 people, Frida, we will ask you to unmute and to give us your views, and then we will have Arthur, and then we will have Gladys. I know that we still have quite a few hands up. Everybody will have a chance to speak, and I do thank you for your patience. And we so appreciate you being back with us again this Thursday night. Frida, please give us your thoughts from yesterday.
Wow, how cool. I couldn't believe it. I was like floating on cloud 9. The first thing I did was put it on my big screen TV so that I could really see, and it made so much difference. The colors were so vibrant, and I loved the little unicorn. It was so cute. And just to see that and to think now the world will see that and they'll say, what is ONPASSIVE? And they'll go and they'll look and they'll find us. It was incredible. I also loved the Oblast video. As a matter of fact, I was on right after the video, right after it all ended. I was already on messaging, hitting up Red. Oh, I want a copy of that. Where can I find a copy? I got to see it again. It's just incredible. I'm like floating 3 feet off the ground. I'm so excited. And I can't believe it. I loved everybody that was there. Y'all were so real and spoke from your heart. And that's what this is. Everybody is the same. Everybody here loves each other. Everybody has the same goals to help people. And it's just incredible. I couldn't be happier that we're in Dubai and that the whole presentation was in Dubai. I couldn't believe it was up that building, that huge building. And I'm not so sure I'll be going to the 151st floor. I think more than my ears would pop, but it's incredible, guys. I'm so happy. And one more thing, on Passive Rocks at the top. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Frida. Arthur, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, Robin. I am so excited. After yesterday, I remember when Ash said in a few webinars that we're going to the top. And when we were talking about the top, I never thought it would be Dubai. I don't know that much about Dubai, but I'm going to learn a lot about it. From what I know now, we are blessed to even get that point. To be at the top of a building, the top tallest building in the world, and then be at the top. To me, that was a very exciting thing to be a part of. I'm glad to be a part of a company that when Ash started, he told us the value has really gone up. And I came in January of 2019. So I see the difference in how much value has been increased with the things that was going on with the pandemic and all the different things. We have went through some ups and downs, but it did not stop us. So I appreciate Mr. Ash Mafari, his family, the tech company, the tech team, all of our family, ONPASSIVE family, founders. We are in a place where we have made history. It's here. ONPASSIVE is here. And Dubai, oh man, I'm so excited now. I'm going to have to visit there now. So I wanted to thank everyone for all of their efforts and dedication. Even if some people didn't have to, they didn't show up or couldn't show up for the event, you still are important. Because if you even watch the YouTube, because we maxed out at 20,000 in the Zoom, and then the overflow went to the top live. So we all have played a very important part in this. Just showing up and being there is just as important as being in that actual Boston event. So I want to thank Ash and all of you and all of your support, because we couldn't have been 1.2 million founders strong without everybody's input and for what they have done, including the tech. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you, Arthur. Gladys, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, Robin. Jambo sana.
Jambo.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you regarding yesterday to the Leadership Council, who organized everything that was done professionally with no glitch. I was very, very thrilled. I did desire, I wished that I could be on panel, but then I had to be practical and realistic that we are 1.2 million founders and over, and all of us cannot be on panel. So there's time for everything. Regarding yesterday, I thank God for Ash because of what he has done. It's nowhere close to what I had thought I had imagined. He elevates all of us founders. And when you look at many companies, you find usually it's the CEO and a group of males and then maybe one lady. But there was Ash on the table at the front with 3 women. I was so happy to see that. And also when in Dubai, the Swahili song that was sung, I can't get over that song. Every time I try to listen to it, I find myself crying. I can't even go halfway. I'm very happy for him to have thought to include different languages because he knows that we are a global company. And then what touched me most was, oh, bless, which company gives before, before making money, before starting to do business? Before launch, I saw how Oh Bless has transformed India, that village that we saw, that town, how it was looking before slums, and then how it totally changed through Oh Bless. So I'm thinking, if this has happened before we launch, what will happen after we launch? I believe that, as Asha said before, you attract who you are. He has attracted all of us, more than 1.2 million founders, from whom a good number will come together. We will work together, and through Oh Bless, I believe that we are going to touch lives globally. So I'm very thankful. And when watching Julie and Milo's interview yesterday with Ash, I learned one thing, which was a confirmation that you attract who you are. Ash said that his wife sometimes, sends him every day to the streets to go look for someone who doesn't have food and provide them with food. So this is really a family legacy that is trickling down and all over the globe, that this, they both care about people, not only Ash. So I thank God for Ash and his family, the tech team, and all the founders who have agreed to come together and follow the vision and take that love and use Oh Bless and do the best we can. And, I know many founders are those who have been giving or who have been doing something, but they did not have enough to do at a larger scale as they wished to. But this is the time. Let's keep giving the little we have now, because if we do, it will be easier for us to give when we have more. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Gladys. Next one, please, to unmute is William. I know William was on here. If he's had to step away for a moment, I'll come back to him. But let's go to Cyan. If you would like to unmute yourself. Oh, there you are. All right, Cyan, after William.
I have the camera on.
Okay, so you speak first then, please, William.
I just wanted to mention it was really wonderful to see all the people giving their comments yesterday, plus all the theatrical imagination of the tower. That was really awesome. Marty has my back. He was there when I first spoke. Now, how do you feel, Marty, when you're up there and tears are coming out of your eyes? It's a question I wanted to ask. It was, and it made my day when David Pacal was there and Nancy was there. Was really wonderful to see those people speak. It was a wonderful day.
Thank you, William. Thank you so much. All right, the next three speakers, please, will be Mr. Cyan. Then we will have Patricia, and then we will have Lori. So Cyan, please speak first for about 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. I am so excellent and very happy this moment. The top is really the top, and prove this top event. I am very happy. Really, you will see ONPASSIVE from the sky. This is so proud of you. I am very proud, and really it is very top. This is Burj Khalifa. I am so excited. Thank you very much. But I am not better talking to English, but I try talking to English. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Cyan, your English was very good. We understood you. Thank you so much for speaking. And now I know that Patricia Parent was on the screen as well. She may have stepped off for the moment. but I'll come back to her. So let's go with Lori for now. If you would like to unmute yourself, Lori.
Hi, everyone. Oh, that was so amazing yesterday. You know, I had seen prior, I mean, like last year or something like that, I had watched videos of Dubai, and I was amazed in watching and seeing, you know, the city and how it was. I was just like shocked. And then to see Ash put that in Dubai, and I never knew that building could do that. But I learned a lot more when Marty sent out that video of Dubai, you know, and how the building, how they built it and everything. And I was just like, oh, wow, this was just something. And then Marty, you know, and when he started and I looked at Chris, looked at Marty and I looked straight at Chris. I went, yep, there he goes. That's how that I went. I had to get the box of tissues. I was gone. It was great. I took the day off. I was not going to work. I said, nope, I'm staying home. But it was fun. And yeah, Ash is something else. I cannot wait I know we all get to go and be in the rooms together, and it's going to be so fun giving everybody hugs.
And we're all going to have tissues. Yes.
Yeah.
And we're all going to have boxes of tissues, or lots of them stuffed in our pockets.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Love you all.
Thank you, Laurie.
Thank you.
Were we able to find Patricia Parent? Don't see her yet. I'll keep checking. Chris, you let me know if she comes in again. Thank you. Let's go to Helen de la Bastida. If Helen, I think you're still with us. Yes. If you'd like to
I'm still
unmute. Thank
here.
you.
Hi, good evening, Robin. Hello, Olias. Good to be here this evening. Just wanted to share a little of my experience yesterday. The ONPASSIVE mega event, Ash put on a spectacular event, and it was breathtaking. I just can't explain. I felt as though I was at Disney when looking at the water show. And when the Oh Bless video came on, you know, the first one, I felt myself lifting my hands and praising with praise, weeping, and even speaking out in tongues, and I was very moved. I want to say thank you to Ash. I know he's going to be listening to this video. You are going to be changed. You have changed so many lives already, and you will be doing even more. And I appreciate you for that. God has a purpose for each one of us. And we're going to fulfill all the dreams that we've ever had in life. I thank you, and everyone, have a good evening.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
The next three speakers will be Mahfouz, then we will have Tina, and then we will have Narelle. So Mahfouz, if you'd like to unmute, what were your thoughts?
Thank you so much, Robin. Good evening to all of you. Really, it's a very much pleasure to me to be a part of this webinar. Nice webinar is going on, to see all the lovely faces, all the leaders. You know, yeah, the event day, it was a very much memorable day and very much enjoyable day for me. Actually, Marty made me cry. And when I was talking, I could not stop myself to cry. When I have seen O-Bless activities, now it's just a newborn unicorn. Just we have seen that, yes, morning is going to show that day. If it is the start, then what is going to be happening in the next? That's why I became just emotional. And definitely our lovely CEO, Ash Mufareh, is the #1 CEO we have seen, and people have seen that in that day. He is so much caring. He is so much intelligent, and he has that capability to create something new, something special, something unparalleled. Yeah, and he's so much caring also. Yes, from Bangladesh, we 4 guys, we have been invited, but we missed because of visa, that already Akram Hussain said. But we had no sorrow actually, because we got a lot of things to join at Zoom webinar. As said, keep the tissue box. As said, use the big screen to enjoy the event. Yeah, as said, you will be seen from the sky. But we could not understand why Ash is saying that. But at the event time, we got all the proof. We have enjoyed the program and we have seen that yes, Ash was true. So in every corner, we can say, actually, Ash is always true. A real CEO, real our tech team, real company, real positive mindset, real founders, everything is real, and non-founders, many non-founders joined, many non-founders enjoyed the event through especially YouTube Live, and now they are becoming just excited also, those who ignored us. It's amazing. I appreciate all the leadership council members, especially those who are in the front, Red, Marty, my big brother, love you. And I was a little bit jealous. Why? Because I was thinking that, yes, if I would be there, where Lynn, Nakamoto, Susie, and of course, our Julie, I was just thinking if I would be there, it was amazing, actually amazing. You, all the leader, and Peter, and John White, and Jeffrey, you are with Ash all this time with cooperation, with a great heart. And we have seen and we have learned a lot of things. Actually, within only 1 minute or short time, it is very much tough to express our feelings. So a nice webinar is going on. And again, thank you, Robin, for this lovely webinar, and all the leadership council member and all the speakers, those who spoke today very nicely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love you.
Thank you, Mahfouz. Tina, would you like to unmute yourself, please?
I'm breathing, trying to breathe. I can't, I'll make it this short, okay? I just want to thank everyone who's here on the webinar, all the amazing, beautiful, oh God, I should have lowered my hand, but let me just spit it out. I'm going to be crazy like Ty, okay? Probably that will help. My heart, I want to thank everyone here for all of the LOVE that you have spread to the world. You're all living your wants, values every day in the webinars, off the webinars, on social media, and I'm sure offline with your family and with every community that you are near. And I hope, all I want to say is thank you, Ashley Farrer. Thank you for manifesting my dream. More than half of my team, my tiny little team in Singapore, are gifted. It is my blessing because I am blessed with love to be, to have, and to do all that I can. And with ONPASSIVE, it is possible. Anything is possible. I love you all. Thank you very much. To my Bengali brothers and sisters, mashallah, alhamdulillah, we will get there.
Thank you, Tina. Norel, if you would like to unmute, thank you.
Thank you, Robin, and thank you, everyone. But the biggest thanks goes to Mr. Ash Mafara. The vision that he has shared with us all. You know what? I'll just take you back just fractionally. When I started with ONPASSIVE, it was sort of like my last hope. I had been hurt. I had lost money. I had been through things in my life. And the thing is, you start to think that it's never possible to be able to be that change that you want to be in the world, because by yourself, it's a little bit difficult, right? You can do your little bit for those around you. But I joined because I felt in my heart that I was going to be able to make a difference for my niece, Mimi. you know, that she will be able to one day walk. But little did I realize how much of a change it was going to be for not only me, but for everyone else. I started to meet people, Yvonne, Chris Johnson, who stood up and said, hey, I'm there for you in Australia and New Zealand. People I could start relying on, people who I trusted, because that's the big thing in business. Online business is not what they say it is. So you have lost trust over the years. You wanted to make something of yourself. You wanted to do better. You wanted a residual income. And then all of a sudden ONPASSIVE came along and bam, it changed every single one of us. It made us who we are right now, sitting here, each and every one of us sharing from our hearts, because that big heart of our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara, had been passed down to each and every one of us. And as we trusted more, as we grew together, as we started to become closer together as family, that disappointment that we had had years ago, or that hurt and that pain, started to ease. And we became stronger. And I threw myself into ONPASSIVE because I wanted to know more. I wanted to feel, you know, what this was all about. I wanted to feel the heart again. You know where I come from, most of you. And this feeling is just incredible. So to Mr. Ash Mafara, thank you from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of over 1 million people, 1 million founders who saw your vision. Thank you, Chris, for reaching out and standing up and being the man that said, I care. Thank you, Yvonne, for being a beautiful friend. You know, and thank you, each and every one of you, the messages that you send, you know, after different webinars, the messages that you send when we've stood up and said, hey, this is who we are ONPASSIVE together. Thank you, each and every one of you. To Marty, oh my gosh, Marty, you made everyone cry. But you know what? Wearing your heart on your sleeve is something that suits you so well. You aren't just the big tough guy. You are a beautiful person, and I want to send blessings upon blessings to you, Marty, and to each and every one of you. Thank you for allowing me to share today, Robin, Marty, Chris, and to each and every one of you. I love you all. Up to the top we go. We are there, and we are going further and further up to the very top. Thank you.
You know, Robin had to step away from, you know, you had to do that. I was doing so good, Narelle. All right. Got a lot of lumps in there. That was beautiful. Jane, you are up next. Please unmute yourself.
I think we're all crying at this point. I know yesterday was so amazing. I know when Ash shared the blessed video, to me, I just burst into tears then, because I saw the people who were food insecure, the elderly that could not help and do things for themselves, people who were in a hospital, that pediatrics clinic. Oh my goodness. It's like, I think each one of us are created for a purpose, and a purpose to do good things for other people. And I know in my heart, I've been wanting to go around, you know, for so long. I quote the Bible in saying, go around doing good. And I think every one of us here want to go around doing good. And Ash has provided the vehicle that we can do that. And to me, that's so amazing. I'm like Narelle, I have lost so much that has just been, in a lot of ways, devastating. But this gives us hope that not only that we can do for ourselves, but just turn around and do so much for others, that we can fulfill the purpose that we were made for. And I just think it's just amazing. So I just want to say thank you to everyone here, to Ash sharing the heart. I mean, I was just so blessed myself and blown away at how much we are going to be able to help so many people around the world. And that's just going to be fulfilling for all of us. and how blessed we are to be able to be in this position that we can do that. Anyway, that's all I have to say, but thank you guys. Love you all.
Thank you so much, Jane. Our next speakers are going to be in order: Polly, and then we will have Bruce. And if Jake is still with us, he will be up. Then we will have Christina, and then we will have Ty. So if Polly would please unmute herself now. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First thing I want to say is, I've said it before, God has chosen Mr. Ash for this mission. Just as how he chose, some of you may know this, the disciples, the 12 disciples in the Bible, because God knows exactly what everyone is capable of doing, right? Because he created us, right? So I also want to, of course, talk about Oh Bless. I love that video, Oh Bless. It seriously brought tears to my eyes. I felt as if, I don't want to get teary, I felt as if I was right there, giving out food, giving out clothing, because this is what I do. You know, yesterday, usually I volunteer for one of the places I volunteer for. So I felt so bad. I had to cancel it because I truly wanted to be part of this event. I'm just so thankful that I was able to come here and just see the whole entire event. I'm trying to think of a word of how this event was for me. I can't even think of a word, but it was spectacular. That's what I could say. It was spectacular. Julie and Milo, I am so happy you guys were able to interview Mr. Ash live and direct on yesterday. It was just truly amazing seeing that. So I am just looking forward to, you know, uplifting humanity with everyone else. So thank you so much. I can say more, but I'll just stop there for now. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Polly. Thank you so much. Bruce, if you would like to unmute yourself, please. And thank you for your patience being with us tonight again.
You know, in ONPASSIVE, you always have to have patience. And having patience pays off, that's for sure. I want to thank, first of all, Marty and Red for all their undying, and you too, Robin. I'm so glad you're back with us. For all the effort that you put into this, it took a lot of love and it took a lot of time for the village to do all this. I want to thank Chris for being there, and everybody was at the event. I'm so happy that you get there. Cynthia looks tremendous. They all look beautiful, dressed to the nines. Even the guy suited up and showed up right. But you know, the thing that really tests me, like everybody else, is here, how much Ash is dedicated to this, how much he didn't want to wait for us to launch to begin our bless somewhere where it's needed. And that was amazing to see and touch my heart. And you know, I keep thinking that this is a technology company with artificial intelligence driven with compassion and love and humanitarian. So the biggest thing about it is it's to me humanitarian part of this. And I always think that Ash, even though I want to thank you, Ash, for everything you've done. I know you don't need it, but I really think when all this is said and done and people start noticing who ONPASSIVE is, because one thing you can say right now is ONPASSIVE is for real, absolutely for real. But one day I hope they take the time to give you an award, a humanitarian award somewhere, because you deserve the recognition for what you've done. And you have done, like somebody else said, follow your heart, follow God's will, follow direction. And without you, we would not have this. And so I thank you, Esther, for everything you've done. And I want to thank all the Leadership Council for always being there, the way they've always been for us. Right now, I really believe it's the time Ash would say, step up, step up. If you've been sitting there waiting for something to happen, step up,
because this is your company. So step up and be part of ONPASSIVE. This is the greatest company I've ever been with, and I'm blessed to be here. Top of the world, that's where we are. Thank you, Robin.
Well done, Bruce. Thank you so much. Jake, thank you for being with us. I see you're unmuted and ready. What was your thoughts for 60 seconds?
Okay, first off,
Jake, when you come back on again, we'll bring you back onto the panel. So just raise your hand when you come back in again. Something bumped you off. In the meantime, let's go to Christina. If you'd like to unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, Robin.
hi, can you hear me now?
Oops, Christina, thank you for your patience. Yes, Jake.
I'm sorry, I'm in a really spotty area in Williamsburg, Virginia, but I have never been with a company there that had people with such large hearts and been able to get on the webinars, and we sort of get to know each other a little bit. And there's never been a company like this, and we just got started, and we're gonna fix a lot of problems with a lot of people. When that Oh Bless video came on, I mean, my wife and I are both founders, so we're all just crying and so happy that we're a part of something big and we can change.
We understand you've been bumped off again, Jake. Thank you for your comments, and we're thrilled that you and your wife are founders with us as well. Thank you so much. Christina, thank you. Please unmute yourself again. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. I wanted to say thank you to my sponsor, which is my son, that he saw this beautiful opportunity. I need to say thank you to a lot of people on the panel that have helped me be educated about computers, because I'm a cook. I'm not a computer savvy person, but I've learned a lot. And I need to say thank you to Ash Mafara for this great gift. Because when I say my prayers at night, I don't ask what my purpose is anymore. I know what my purpose is, but I'm going to need help. And through ONPASSIVE, I have help, so I don't have the worries anymore. And I'm looking forward to using OBS. And I just want to say I love all of you. And thank you for being part of my life.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Robin.
Ty, if you would like to unmute yourself. Thank you.
I wanted to recap of what I was saying earlier. I had a lot of joy about what I see, but it's not near enough joy that I feel when I have spirit filled people in my presence, and I know I feel it. And to me, God is love, and love is deep rooted in all the hearts here, and I can feel it. And I'm very privileged and joyful to sit here, and I want you guys to know I love you very much. Tina and Narelle got me started, but I really do want to team up with you guys and do loving stuff towards many different people. I mean, around the world, because I give an example, like there's no difference between a Ukrainian and a Russian to me. They all have love. They all care about their families. They all try to help each other and stuff like that. This stuff happens in the world that just is, I can't believe it. You know, it's just like it like blows my wig back. But and everybody goes through bad stuff, but there's hurting people everywhere, you know, and they need us. You know, they really do need us. So, and you guys, the
Thank
more
you, Ty.
more love you have, the better off we are.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Ty.
Yeah.
Cynthia, you had your hand up and then you disappeared. If you want to come back on.
Well, I thought I would give other people a chance to speak.
Well, I know you're sticking to your 60 seconds, so that's okay. Everybody will be heard.
I just wanted to say about the Oh Bless. I was really deeply touched about that because I've always cared about the children and the people in other countries that didn't have clean water and clothes and shoes and everything and food. So when I saw that, it just really touched my heart, you know, because that's something that my mom wanted to do. And if she was here today to see that, it just, you know, it would have amazed her. So I'm really, really thrilled about that. And I can't wait to be a part of that, you know, to help other people feed other countries and stuff. So thank you. Thank you, Ash, for that.
Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
Benny, would you like to unmute yourself, please, and give us your 60 seconds on your feelings of the event yesterday? Dr. Benny?
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking to Terry. Good evening. I always call you Queen Robin. Thank you for giving me
going
this.
to say thank you, Dr. Benny. I'm going to say thank you, but I'm going to ask you, please, not to use the term queen. I'm not a queen. I'm a founder with all of you. I'm respectful to all of you, but I'm not a queen. So thank you, but that's not part of our vocabulary.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to take this special moment to thank each and everyone and for you giving me this opportunity. What I saw yesterday, I never knew I would see such a thing. And this was like an introduction to the world because a lot of people thought that ONPASSIVE was a joke. But seeing what happened yesterday, I know I am bragging that I am a founder. And since they utilize Oh Bless, just want to let each and everyone knows that I will utilize Oh Bless for the homeless, for the orphanage, for the widowers. There are a lot of people suffering all over the globe that I believe that hopefully all of us will work hand in hand and help each other. I know that nobody have the heart of our CEO, but if we can work and have his heart, everything will work hard, very well. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you again.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Terry, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Robin. Thank you so much. As far as the event yesterday, oh my gosh, I have to thank Julie and Sherry for allowing me to bug them as little as I could, texting them because they're friends, texting them through that event. Okay, what is Chris like? What is Ash like? Is you know, Susie as funny as we all think she is? I got to live through their experience, and thank you so much. They were so kind. And it's funny because I was like, how tall is everybody? And I know Chris mentioned that I'm 6'1", so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, when I meet them, everybody's gonna have to stand on chairs to give me a hug. But it was an honor to watch yesterday. I do know a little bit about Dubai. I have acquaintances over there. And I do not mean this in any revengeful way. I'm not that type of person. But I have to tell you, I have some acquaintances over there that did not believe in the vision of ONPASSIVE when I first introduced it. And boy, it felt good. And I'm sorry to get that little video over to them and go, oh, you're in Dubai, take a look around. You should have. And, you know, you never know. I'm hoping they come around. On a last note, and I mean this so sincerely, the Oh Bless video, tears. And I will say to the men that do cry, it is very attractive. And I mean that in the most respectful way. I'm not a person that cries often, but when a man cries, I lose it. So I had my tissues out. The best thing ever. I signed up my kids. They're grown adults. I signed my kids up as founders. But when you get that call after the event yesterday of your kids going, I need to get a of Chris or whoever, because I want to help build homes for the, I'm sorry, now I'm going to get teary-eyed, for the homeless and feed people around the world. I was so proud because I must have done something right, but I'll tell you who did something right. Mr. Ash Mafara, giving us the opportunity to allow all of us to be a part of that to help the world. So thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Marty. Incredible yesterday. And Julie, you're awesome. I love all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Terry. Yes, I can understand a little bit, just a little bit of that feeling of pay attention and look around. There must be, ask them to send you a picture of one of the billboards that they see. That would be a real feather in your cap for that. The next speakers are going to be Augustine, Yvonne, and Tracy. And just before I ask you to unmute, we also have Michael Williams with us. And Michael, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but if you are able to speak last to give us just a minute or so of your time and thoughts of the event, and then also about a minute of your time of being with Ash. We started the evening like that with the other founders who were there in Boston with all of you together, and it would be a lovely way to round it out if you would do that. So for the moment, I'm going to ask Augustine to unmute, and if you would like to give us about 60 seconds of your thoughts of the event from yesterday, please.
All right, thank you, Robin. Happy to be here with all of you, and I am like really happy to be here. I'm sorry, my camera is not working well. And I was so excited yesterday, and I'm excited for people who have actually shown their geniuses in what they do. You know, Mufare is like a genius teacher, teaching by example. He's a genius like in everything. I admire him for all that. And then I also want to thank the person who introduced me to this ONPASSIVE. She's sitting right there. She is Dr. Benny. And I want to say that I'm very thankful to her, because I think that when she actually asked me whether I would want to join, I hesitated, but when she insisted, I said, okay, I'm going to join. I think that is a good thing that she did to me. I'm very happy to anybody who has helped to influence me in any way that brought me to this level that we are. So I want to just greet everybody and know that Mr. Mofare should not end. He is not finished his work. He has the ability to do it, so I'm expecting more from him. And I hope that he will teach us to be much more respectful, much more useful to our communities, and help the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Augustine. Yvonne, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, Robin. Hi, everybody. I was so honoured yesterday to speak on the panel, and I went on there to say one thing, one very important thing, and I didn't say it. So I'm going to say it now. Ash Mafara, thank you so much for giving me the belief, the hope, the confidence to speak out about this fantastic company. And, you know, I believe in it so much, and I just want to show my gratitude to you. You're an amazing man. Your family are fantastic with their support. I just want to thank them as well. And I want to thank all the leaders. But that is a very important thing that I wanted to say yesterday, and I didn't. And I was so sad to come off the panel and not even say it. So I just wanted to say a big, big thank you from the deepest part of my heart for what you've given me to be able to give others. I knew my purpose in life, and now I have the vehicle to be able to continue or to start doing what I really wanted to do, and be part of this with all of you. I just want to say thank you to all the leaders. Thank you to Chris. Thank you to Michael Williams. You've been amazing. Marty. Thank you to Narelle for being my wingman. Together, we can do this. Thank you, everybody. Love to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Narelle. Tracy,
Yvonne.
would you like to unmute yourself, please?
Hello, Robin. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I just want to say I was just absolutely over the top yesterday with what I saw in Dubai. Joining ONPASSIVE in 2019 when it was just Ash's vision, and then seeing all the products produced, and then what we witnessed last night. All those against ONPASSIVE, I couldn't wait to send them stuff. I couldn't wait to send them of what's happening with ONPASSIVE. And the amount of calls I've got from non-founders to become founders now, it's just great. And Cynthia, bless, I started crying straight off with Marty. Marty made me cry too. And it's just so amazing that we're going to be able to do so much. There's so many orphans I want to help now, who need help now. So I can't wait. And I love all of the leaders, and I love all of you founders. We're going to have a good life, everyone. And the whole world's going to be good soon. Love you guys. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Everybody, it's been such an amazing evening. And I'm now going to ask if Michael will come on. And as I said, I know we've put you on the spot. I'm so sorry. But if you would help us and just close the full circle of tonight in telling us what it was like to meet your fellow founders, to watch that together, and then your time and your feelings with Ash. Just a couple of minutes, Michael.
Sure, Robin, my pleasure. You know, I was on the YouTube channel just listening. My wife and I were sitting here listening, and I just felt compelled to come on. So then I switched off the YouTube and came on this Zoom link. You know, it's just incredible. You know, it's just incredible. Just even tonight, just listening to everyone, you know, saying their bit, like it's just amazing. You know, I mean, who would have thought that this is what, you know, we would have? Like who, like, just think about it. You know, I remember back in July when this was shared with me, July of 2018. And, you know, my first thought was that it's not going to work. You know, that was my first thought. So I dismissed it, you know, and then, you know, multiple people, I'm sure you guys heard the story before, multiple people, you know, send me the information again and again and again. You know, you really need to take a look. You really need to take a look at this. And so I did. And I said, okay, you know, I will spend the time, you know, and so I went through those 2 videos. And after watching the videos, I'm like, you know what? We have something here. And then I jumped in immediately at that point. And the rest is history, as they say. So fast forward now to this event, in the States and around the world, right? Being there, to see the founders then like face to face, it's just not the same. Like being on Zoom, it's just not the same, the feeling, to be able to hug each other. This is truly a family. This is like you're coming to Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving dinner, right? You're meeting your relatives that you haven't seen in such a long time. Like that's how it felt. And being there at the event, and so I was so grateful because I almost didn't go, because of this COVID thing and what I had to go through to get tested a day before. It was just crazy. But I was so glad that I was there. The founders, them, Milo, Chris, Susie, Cynthia, like everyone that was there, Julie, it was just fantastic. It was just fantastic. I'm here in Canada, Gersminder's in Canada, never met Gersminder before, and to meet him, it was just a blessing to really be there. Dr. Bill, like every single one that was there, it was truly, truly amazing. It was a great experience, and I just wouldn't trade it. I couldn't sleep. I literally couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep while I was there. I come home, after we had the dinner, and I'm up. I called my wife on the phone and talking to her all about it, and try to lay down, sleep. There was just no sleep, no matter what, just no sleep. Up in the morning again, gone again, the actual day of the event, what an amazing time that was to be there, and I remember when I got there and I met with Ash, I mean, this man is my brother. Like he is my brother. I have one biological brother and he passed away, he's younger than I am and he passed away. And so to meet Ash is like meeting my brother, right? And so to let people know how confident I am in this business, my family and I, we went to Disney in December of 2019. So we're right there, right? We didn't go knock on his door, okay? We didn't show up at the office, we went there to bring the kids them to Disney, had a great time, came back. In one of our conversations after that, I said, "Well, yeah, Ash, by the way, I was in Florida." Right? "You were in Florida and you didn't come and see me?" I'm like, "No," because in my mind, I'm thinking, I thought about it, but then I didn't want him to think that I was coming to Florida because, I want to make sure he's real and make sure, because that was far from my mind. Again, this is back in 2019, December of 2019. Wasn't even a thought, right? Because I was sold. When I made a decision to say, yes, I'm in, I was sold. When I say I'm sold, I was sold. Every single person I can come across, I told about ONPASSIVE. And of course, not everyone got it, right? But now, after this event, if anyone that you talk to about ONPASSIVE, anyone, I don't care, big, small, doesn't matter. Anyone that you talked about ONPASSIVE, and they look at you like you're crazy, don't even say another word. Not another word, right? Not another word. This is the best business in the entire world, period. Of any company that I can think of, any CEO that I can think of, to have such a movement, to create, such a buzz in Dubai, and to have that to, basically echo around the world, folks, this is incredible. It will never happen again. I've never seen anything like this. And I've seen a lot of things in my short lifetime, a lot of things, right? Been to a lot of places, met a lot of people. Never have I come across a human being like Ash Mufara. Never, okay, never. And I know that this man is so sincere. Like he gets, he deflects when people give him praise, right? Because he's not looking for that. He did not join this business because he's looking for people to pat him on his back, for people to say thank you. Oh, what a nice guy, such a great. He wasn't looking for any of that. He's not even looking for money. How can you be in business and you're not even looking for money? This man is not looking for money. All he wants to do is to empower other people. And he is, led by example. And I know a lot of us have learned so much from him. I know, he always, I've learned from this one, I've learned from that. But we have learned so much from him. If we walked away right now, I know people are in financial need and all of that. But if we walked away right now, we would have more than our fair share. Right now, without even seeing a penny, right? If you've been paying attention, if you've been looking what this man has been doing, he is living it. It's not lip service. He's not just saying A, B, C, D, E. He walks the walk, right? He's doing it. And all we have to do is open our eyes and watch him and follow his lead. This man is leaving a legacy on this planet, right? He's leaving a legacy of how human beings should live, how we should interact, get rid of all the race, get rid of, financial resort. It doesn't matter. One race of people, and we ought to treat each other the best way possible that we know how, right? This man is leaving a legacy, right? To see all of us there this past couple days, like people, we just couldn't get enough hugs from each other, right? And the event, and to see grown men cry, right? To see grown men cry, like, wow, right? That is amazing. When we watched the video with Oh Bless, and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, look at that. We're actually doing it. We're not just talking about it. We, and I say we, because we are all part of this. It's not a one-man show, right? It's not just Ash. He has given us, right, the power, the ability, the opportunity to participate, to make this a reality, right? So we have our own stamp on this. So when it's all said and done, when it's written, right, our name is part of this legacy. All of us, every single one of us as a founder, whether you came in yesterday as a founder or whether you came in 3 years ago as a founder, all of us are locked in to this legacy. And that, folks, for most of us, if not all of us, we would never add another chance like this to be able to have our names written in history, written in the history books. We would never have that chance. And here we do for what? $97. Are you kidding me? $97. Do you know that people spend millions of dollars in donations just to get their name in a hospital? Just to get a plaque, right? We spend $97. Think about that, folks. I'm going to stop because you guys know I love to talk, especially when it comes to ONPASSIVE, right? But folks, I am blown away. I'm blown away, but I was blown away from day one. From the day I said yes, I was blown away because in my mind, right, based on what we saw then, I thought this is going to change a lot of people's lives financially. That's what I thought then. And as it evolved, it became more than the financial aspect. More changes is coming. More changes have occurred, right? Beyond the finances, right? And that's a beautiful thing, folks. It's a beautiful thing. when people could come together and be one family and actually like each other and want to see each other and want to get back with each other, right, Cynthia? Right? Think about that. That is amazing, because I know you have some family members that you can't wait for them to leave through that door, right? And here it's like, you know, we locked down the restaurant. We locked it down. We're there hours after these people close their doors. We're still inside the restaurant. And we're looking at it. It's like, okay, let's let these people go home. So let's leave, right? That's the love that we have for each other. And that's all because of our CEO, right? Someone mentioned about God. God has put that love into him, right? The good book says God is love, right? And so if God is in you, then you should be love, right? You should be. So everything that comes out of you should be about love. And that's what we see in our CEO. That's what we see in him, you know? And I believe a lot of us as founders are starting to believe in that and take up that mantle as well. And we're starting to walk the walk. So Robin, I thank you so much for this time. I really appreciate it. I thank you, all you founders that are on here. Continue sharing the message, spreading the word, because lives, not life, right? But lives, millions upon millions of individuals around the world. I told Ash, I believe billions, okay, not the entire world now, but there will be more than 1 billion. So I say billions. There'll be billions of individuals around the world that their lives will be changed, whether directly or indirectly, because of ONPASSIVE. Thank you so much.
Michael, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you so much for what you've said, because this is exactly what we need to hear, but who you are also speaking with. And it is Ash who has allowed us and who is showing us that we can trust again and that we can feel and be in our hearts. We've lost that and we're coming back to it. Thank you so much for being and joining us. And again, I'm sorry I put you on the spot, but thank you so much for speaking with us and doing that. Really, really appreciated what you were saying. John, would you like to unmute yourself, please, and give us just a minute or so of your thoughts? John Stratman?
Yes, hi. Thank you for holding this beautiful, if we may call it so, seminar. What I'd like to say is that yesterday's event, March the 30th, is historic. We definitely saw an exploding volcano. We could hear its rumble. It definitely created a chasm in the lives of many of us, particularly those of us who have been associated with ONPASSIVE. Indeed, it has been amazing, and personally, I'd like to congratulate those who participated in the event and planned part of the event, and even those who were not in the event but contributed in some way to making it the great success it was, and it is, and continues to be. Indeed, related to this event, I essentially have to thank God for 4 things. One, that he gave me the opportunity to find ONPASSIVE. 2, he gave me the opportunity to find a great, loving family that basically shares with each other. 3, that across 5 continents and across this globe, many dreams will begin to be realized. Many will be accomplished, and many people will see a new life. And 4, I'd like to thank Ash Mafara, the support team that he created, engineering, technical, and administrative, for what he has done for each and every one of us. Indeed, it is a blessing, and I look forward to growing even more with the gift that Ash has given us. Thank you, Robin, for allowing me to speak.
Thank you, John, so much for being with us this evening. Just before we close it out, I'm going to ask Chris to unmute himself with just a few last-minute words.
Wow, real quick, guys. I want to tell you something Michael just reminded me about. When Ash brought us to this, anywhere Ash brought us in that little Boston town, which was beautiful, this is how he introduced you to the drivers, to the staff of the hotel, to the restaurants. He didn't say, hey, these are my friends. These are my business partners. He said, just like this, and I swear to God, this is my family. And he would introduce us all to him, which was really cool. So I want to say that's the type of person that's leading us into this wonderful life. And I hope you guys carry that same thing on. And we're all brothers and sisters, no matter what. That's all I got, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. We are so fortunate. Thank you so much for coming back to us tonight, Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. We will be back. We're going to continue this. And thank you for trusting us. You've come back again. We took some time off and we're back. We're coming back strong. We have a lot of wonderful things ahead of us. And we, of course, will be sharing them and talking about them on here as well. Look after yourselves. Remember, you can stand so tall, be so proud of the company that you represent, that you have, that is yours. ONPASSIVE is real. Don't ever let anybody challenge that thought or scare you into believing otherwise. This is real. And I'm so grateful to be in this with all of you. I'm so grateful to know all of you and from all the corners of the world that I will be able to start traveling to. That's why I joined, so that I would be part of the world again. And you've all made that possible. So blessings on all of you for a safe week, looking after yourselves, your families, and those you love and who matter to you. And for our highest good and the highest good of all, we are all in ONPASSIVE together. Take care, and we'll see you next Thursday night. Good night, everybody. Give yourselves
Good night,
a big
Robin.
round of applause.
Thank you,
Good night.
Robin. Good job.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, good night,
everybody.
good night, everyone.
From
Good
Houston.
night.
Everyone, thank you so much.
Look around.
Bye.
We're all winners.
Good night.
And you'll see.
Hi, everyone. Thank
Night,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Jill.
Clear on passive.
Night from the
Marty.
DMV area.
Hi,
Night.
Chuck.
We're